What were the Twin Towers? Chapter 6. Daredevils. All famous landmarks attract tourists, but certain ones also attract thrill seekers. Think of Niagara Falls and the people who risked and sometimes lost their lives plunging over the waterfalls in barrels. Over the years, the Twin Towers drew their share of daredevils. Two incidents are truly amazing. Early on the morning of August 7th, 1974, a tightrope walker from France stepped onto a wire cable that he and some friends had rigged the night before. The men had scouted the two buildings for weeks and figured out how to get up to the roofs without being seen. They used a bow and arrow to send a small rope from one tower to the other. Then they pulled bigger and heavier ropes across until they were able to string the tightrope. This was no ordinary circus act. The wire ran between the World Trade Center's north and south towers. The stuntman's name was Philippe Petit. For 45 minutes, Petit stayed 1,350 feet above the ground. That's more than a quarter of a mile high, and there was no safety net. If he fell, it was all over. Down below, a huge crowd gathered. Petit made 8 trips. One time he stopped and lay down on the wire. Another time he danced on it. He also knelt and saluted people, including the New York City police, who were watching him. Was there an accident? Happily, no. It was the first and also the last time anyone attempted to get from the North Tower to the South Tower this way. Petit's performance ended with his arrest. The charges, however, were dropped when he agreed to give a free performance for children in Central Park. In 2008, a documentary called Man on Wire told the story of Petit's amazing feat at the World Trade Center. Watching it, even though you know there was no accident, you feel as though your heart is in your throat. Instead of walking between the towers, a Queens, New York man named George Willig decided to climb the outside of the South Tower. Willig was a mountain climber and had spent a year examining the tower and planning his stunt. He began at 6:30 on the morning of May 26, 1977. Willig had designed special clamps that fit into the tracks made for window washing platforms. When he leaned back, the clamps tightened and held him in place. Then Willig could place the next clamp higher and continue up. 2 policemen on a window washing platform managed to reach him. They tried to talk him out of the climb. One of the policemen was a suicide expert. After deciding that Willig knew what he was doing, the police let him continue. Willig's climb took 3.5 hours. When he was finished, he too was arrested, like Philippe Petit. The mayor of New York City fined Willig $1.10, a penny for every floor.